had 450 friends on Facebook and 200 followers on Instagram. That is plenty to build a business with, by the way. But I knew that I had to grow my influence, I had to grow my network, I had to grow my audience. So let me tell you one thing really quickly about me. I am Ambassador Diamond, and I built 99.9% off social media. I think I've maybe signed one customer in person, and I'm not proud of it, and I am learning so much from you guys. I took so many notes because this little introvert is gonna get out of her comfort zone, and I'm gonna try some of this stuff. I'll be sweating, but I'll try. No, I'm so glad that you guys are local to me. I'm gonna be going to all of your events and just sitting there taking notes because I wanna learn. Okay, but that's a side note. But building on social media, you've got to grow your network. And I understood very early on in my business that the more people I could get in front of, I could never stop growing. I had this aha moment where I realized I'm never gonna run out of people to talk to, ever. But I have to add to my network to do that. So how I add to my network? On Facebook, I join groups all day long. And I said that wrong. I don't join groups all day long. I join groups to add people, but I am riding one group for a while, months and months and months, and then I'm joining a new group. So I'm really building and establishing my presence in these groups, and chances are I'm gonna be friends with everybody in that group. I will just keep adding from that group, and sometimes people message you and say, how do I know you? Girl, we're in Slay Sisters together. Don't join Slay Sisters, that's one of my groups. We're in Slay Sisters together. Don't you love that group? Yes, I love that group. Oh my gosh. And then we start talking. I have so many customers and distributors from Slay Sisters. We're all in there together now. And so you join a group and you kind of go into it. You can do a welcome post where you do a picture of yourself and your family. Thank you so much for adding me to this group. My name's Claire. These are my 4 babies. Slay Sisters is a makeup group, so I go in there and I'm like, what do you guys think of my makeup today? And then we all talk about it, and then we all exchange products, and we build that rapport. And so we're adding people within there. You can do that whether there's dog breed groups, there's hobby groups, there's so many different groups that you can add from. Find a really good one and just go with it. Moms groups are usually pretty inundated, so think outside the box and try to think of some different places. Not to say that you should write them off, but there are a lot of other groups that you really should be looking at. And so I add on Facebook 20 to 30 friends with each round of adding. And typically I add about once in the morning and once at night. And so I just go through and I just add, and once you really get good at this, your suggested friends will start being a sweet spot too, because Facebook will figure you out and they'll figure out, but you got to do it really consistently for a while before you start doing that. And then on Instagram, I follow about 100 to 200 a day. And on Instagram, I will go to an author that I love, a singer that I love, a speaker that I really love, and I will add everybody who has liked their photos, their last 3 photos. What's gonna happen is you're gonna build a community of people just like you, because they like the same author, they like the same singer, they like the same speaker, so chances are they're gonna have the same interests, the same values, and you're gonna immediately have a platform to talk about. Now, if you're really adding from one of these places, again, I do this the same way I do groups. I'll write out one author for a while. I'll do one special person for a while. And then what am I doing? I'm gonna start posting that way. So right now we're renovating our house, so I'm adding from a lot of DIY places. So I'm posting about my renovations, and I'm getting all these people, and I'm saying, guys, what color paint do you think I should do? What color flooring do I think I should do? And we're chatting back and forth all day long. And so that's huge as well. Another thing that has been really good for adding my network, and then I'm gonna pass it off, is Instagram engagement pods. This has been huge for me. I join Instagram engagement pods. They literally, you join these pods with other people that are also trying to grow their engagement on Instagram. I recommend not doing it with other It Works distributors. That's my personal opinion. I recommend finding other people to do it with. All you have to do is reach out to one of your potentials on Instagram and say, hey girl, have you been interested in getting more engagement? I'm thinking of starting a comment pod. Would you want to join? Sure, let's do it. I'll add a few of my friends, you add a few of your friends. Now we've got this huge comment pod going. And what a comment pod is every time you post, you tap the little airplane and you send it to your comment pod, and everybody in the comment pod within 24 hours has to go and like, save, and comment on your post, or they get kicked out. So guess what? I'm part of like 8 of these comment pods. There's 30 women in each pod. Do the math. They're reading my posts, and they are required to leave at least 4 words that are pertaining to the post. They have to be thoughtful comments. They have to read the post or they will get kicked out of the pod. So, hi, attraction marketing. I have so many people reading my posts every single day. So that's huge. And you're required to follow all the people in the comment pod.
Why do they have to save it?
Saving it really is a heavy weight for Instagram engagement. If your post has been saved, Instagram says, oh, people like this enough that they want to come back to it. So if you look at your insights on Instagram, look at how many times your post has been saved. Yeah. That means people they're really watching you.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go deeper in that.
It's right there. The little don't tell me what that thing looked like. A ribbon? Like a ribbon? Does it look like a ribbon?
I'm trying to think where
No, it's the 3 dots, and you just
right here. So right under my picture, there's a blue view insights.
Right.
You might only be able to do that on a business
on
page.
A business page, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta be public and business. Yeah, you save right there. The little bookmark ribbon is how you save it.
Yeah, that's the word, ribbon.
You make your profile a
Huh.
Are you going?
Yes. No.
Oh, good. Thank God.
Hi guys. This is so weird. Did not expect this. Thanks, Rach. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm a little twisted in the mind. So I think I'm creative. So I have over 400 friend requests from random guys on Facebook. I never add them. I add their girlfriends and their wives and their wives' sisters and their friends and their grandmother and their mother's mother's mother. So I seriously don't add any dudes on Facebook unless I physically know you, have ever had a conversation with you, or went to high school with you, or you're just really hot. So
There's like 4 of them.
yeah, like the one every so often. So I really honestly don't. So I just go on and I look and see if they have a girlfriend. Most of them do. And you're like, yo, why are you trying to slide in my DMs over here? So I just add their girlfriends. And then another thing that I do is I go to my hometown. I click on, I'm serious guys, I was not prepared for this. So this is what you get, okay? You get what you get. So I go to my hometown, which is Quakertown, Pennsylvania, and I click and I again add the females and then find the dudes and add their girlfriends. I don't know guys, that's what I do, seriously, relentlessly. And then I'm a part of an app called Vina. I don't know, does anybody know of Vina? Yes, okay. So I'm on Vina, and I basically, this is new to me, I forgot about it for a while. Basically, it's an app for women to meet other women who you share common interests with. So there's like personality quizzes on there and stuff like that. And then when people like you and you like, it's kind of like Tinder, you swipe right or you swipe left. And when you swipe left with somebody who also swiped with you, they become your Vina. And then you can message them and you can do like, there's meetups and hangouts, and people can be like, oh, I'm going for a walk in the park, who wants to come? And then like 20 people can respond. And then you can go and you can meet people like that as well. So I'm working right now on making some friends with that app and then adding them to my network through social media. It's a lot of time because I forget about the app. I guess maybe I should move it to like the front page of my phone instead of like the back one. But I think that's a good way to network too, because I'm actually being able to find women who have similar interests. So like I'm part of like the fitness community. I'm part of the pet mom community and like I don't know what else is on there. The Boss Babe, there's a Boss Babe community, okay? I'm part of that. And then you can find people that have similar interests to you through that. Other than that, I mean, I started this business with 981 friends on Facebook, and I have 3,600. It's been about nearly 3 years. So I feel like it's been stuck lately. I don't know. It's been like at 3620s for like ever, and I add people every day. Another thing you can do is if you go to your friends, like your requests, and you go to, what's that little thing called? Outgoing. And you just unfriend them and refriend them right away. They usually like add you back. So I do that every so often. Again, I'm not religious with like keeping up and consistency and stuff like that. So I'm working on it. I'm not green. I do have a Korean in my life though. She teaches me stuff. I have a couple. But that's, I don't know, is that good?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's good. I said it's girlfriend. Add your girlfriend.
Do you have something to say? Okay.
Okay. So basically, can you guys show me a hands who scrolls Facebook and watches like funny videos or cute videos of dogs or okay. So y'all, I actually do scroll. Something comes up and I'm like, oh, that's really funny, and then it comes to like 5 different ones. But I found a way to be productive while doing it. So, so basically, I add from videos that go viral. Why? Because one, who sits on their phone all day? People that watch these videos, right? If you got time to watch a video and viral videos, you're on your phone. So I'm adding from viral videos. Now I'm going to videos that I genuinely, like, I think's funny. You know, I'm not gonna go something that's like weird or not cool or whatever, but I'm gonna go to a video that I think is really funny. Maybe it's about a topic that I'm passionate about, whatever, and I will go through and I add only the girls, but add someone that either I check out their profiles, I see what they post about. Maybe they're posting about, oh, I just wish life was different or something like that. I'll add people like that. I'll also add people that post really good pictures or post a lot about their family, or I will comment on these videos as well. Why? Because people will go through the comments. People are nosy, okay? They want to have opinion about everything. So they're gonna go through the comments and they're probably going to see yours, especially if you just did it, because it'll bump to the top. And anybody that likes, loves, comments on the comment that I did, you get an ad. Because you just liked what I said, so that means we have similar opinions. So that is how I honestly mainly add. I don't go through shared friends or anything like that. I have done groups, but with like viral posts, photography, that's a really good one, or just posts in general, like Kim Kardashian or like famous people. Their posts go viral very quickly. So going to their things and just going down and going then into the unfriend zone, the putting out and unfriending them and then going back and refriending them to like make it filtered.
Real quick, guys, something that if you guys are not aware of, I'm sure most of you are, when you are adding people, please, please, please be careful and don't be adding people that are friends with your ambassador diamond, your presidential diamond, and your upline and stuff like that. Or people that you're with in the business, because that becomes conflicting. Is that the right word?
Yeah. Doesn't make sense. Makes no sense.
It makes no sense. So I'm not gonna friend somebody. Rachel's my sideline and Jess is our presidential. I'm not gonna go friend somebody who's friends with Rachel unless I personally know them. Like, we went to the same high school, so clearly we know, like, we have like 500 friends in common. So that sucks for us, but guess what? Like, we just have to, fight till the end for those. But other than that, I'm not gonna go add somebody random who I don't know, who's friends with Rachel and has a cute dog. Like, you just don't do that. So if you are new to the business, just be very, very cautious of that. And also, that's it.
Okay, the next panel